Hello all, this is the Rambling Canuck, and today we take a look at Star Trek Picard Episode 4. This will not be a scene-by-scene breakdown, but more my thoughts and just a general discussion on the parts that jumped out at me. Now with that said, let's begin. The episode starts in a flashback. Now I start here because I like what they did here. By showing us the actions that Picard made, that we see the results of later. We also get to see Picard bond with a little Romulan boy who will later, in the episode, join Picard's crew. I like that they did this. For me, it gave the character more weight and helped to give a prologue to things that will come later in the episode. Here we see Picard holding a communicator up to his ear, like a bloody cell phone. However, if you stop and think about it for a moment, I think what Picard is doing here makes total sense. He's fencing with a young child. He gets a communication, he holds it up to his ear, not because he has to, but because he's keeping what is said for his ears only. And at least, that's how I take it in this scene. And now we come to the Doctor, the leading specialist in cybernetics. Now, I will grant you, she does come across a bit annoying and a little awkward, but I kind of expect that from her. Given that she probably hasn't left the lab in a little while, and well, she might be intelligent, her people skills are not that great. So for now, I can forgive how she is portrayed. Okay folks, time for a small nitpick. Unless I heard it wrong, Picard froze the program. So why is the fire still moving? But maybe he only froze the birds. Or did I misunderstand something? But anyway, moving on. Okay, you have to indulge me here. This is kind of my inner TNG nerd coming out in me. But seeing Picard in this outfit kind of reminded me of one of my favorite uniforms from TNG, which was the red and black suede leather jacket he wore once, I think. But I like that aesthetic. So I like that they gave it kind of a nod here. The boy is now a man. Here's our first shot of the boy we seen earlier in the flashback scene. But now he's all grown up. I like how these scenes were done. He did not run up to Picard like a long-lost friend, but instead he acted standoffish. And in the scenes to follow, he even shows anger towards Picard for abandoning him. And he did not rally to Picard's side right away. I think this helps add depth to the relationship and to the character that was started in the flashback scene. And unlike some other shows, we actually see repercussions for past mistakes, even if those mistakes were made by a main character. In this scene, Picard is once again forced to confront repercussions of the choices he has made. I really like how they are showing that even Picard is not without fault, and I hope that they don't end up ending this by erasing all the great character building that they're doing here. I chose this scene because it happens right after Picard is saved by his old friend, who has chosen to help him. Even though Picard just got his butt saved and his emotions are high, Picard just can't help himself. He reverts back to the old diplomat captain we all knew, trying to use his words instead of violence, even if it's not the smartest course of action at the time. Showing that in many ways he's changed, however, in some ways he is not. Or at least, that's how it came across to me. Okay, now comes the battle scene. Well, the space battle anyway. And this moment for about the next couple of minutes made me laugh, because the only thought that went through my head was, this is totally a hold my beer and watch this moment. So now the battle's over, and the pilot, who saved their bacon as it were, well, their ship got damaged, so they're forced to beam the person over, and the big reveal happens. Of course, it's 7 of 9, and Picard acknowledges her. And then she makes a smart-ass comment about him owing her a ship, and then she collapses, fade to black. All in all, I enjoyed this episode, and would give it an 8 out of 10. I was entertained and found the story and the character building to be well done. I had a few issues, but overall I enjoyed it. So thank you all for watching my video. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe. And until next time, take her easy, folks.